Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. It's Daily Crypto News. My name is Matt, and you can go to Apple Podcasts if you like and leave us a nice comment and leave us a 5-star rating. If you're listening on Spotify or anywhere else, please also hit those 5 stars. Leave us a rating, a comment if you can. And if you're on YouTube, also make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Share it with people so everybody can get daily crypto news. Let's get into it. Twitter/X user Whale Chart has been on a roll the past couple of days, so I'm going to focus today on a lot of things that they've been posting. First one is just in trading platform Robinhood is going to offer trading of XRP by the end of 2023. And this goes back to what I was saying before. A lot of times, if you guys remember, the SEC called out around 13 different tokens to be unlicensed or unregistered securities. One of those was Matic. I was hodling Matic. As soon as that came out without any proof, they dropped it. So just going to put this out there that Robinhood is not the best place to hodl, buy, and sell your crypto. You can, but just know if there's any pushback or if there's any kind of ripples in the water, it seems as though Robinhood would just capitulate, collapse, kind of fold, bend, and you're going to have problems with your hodlings. You might have to liquidate them. They say that you could take your crypto out. I tried to do that. Their website kept crashing. You have to do KYC, it seems like 2 or 3 times just to do it. I don't recommend buying on Robinhood, but you know what? They're going to offer XRP. So if you want to buy XRP, you can by the end of 2023 on Robinhood. Timer NFT 7416 wrote a comment on YouTube and said, well done on the last episode. And North Korea needs to make money to survive. And this is a comment to the last episode that we said that North Korea has stolen over $2 billion since 2028 in crypto hacks. And I don't know if this is a sarcastic comment from Timer NFT, but it's funny because I recorded the episode yesterday with a commentary about sanctions against countries and not pushing these countries to do things like steal cryptocurrencies or other illegal activities like drug sales and trafficking and so on and so forth because of the sanctions on the country and what they're going to try to get paid either way. And it's just funny because Timer really kind of looked through what I was trying to say, and even though I cut it from the episode, you commented on exactly my commentary. So thank you for doing so. Here's another commentary that I cut from yesterday's episode. And I cut it because I didn't want to sound fuddy and I don't want to just start rumors and have kind of FUD in the market. But it was something that I think is really relevant, something I've been thinking about for a long time. I think I probably mentioned it on the show before, but I think it's becoming more and more relevant in this current market. And it's about Binance, FTX, and Crypto.com. I don't know if you guys were around in 2017 when Binance and Crypto.com, maybe it's 2018, Binance, Crypto.com started launching. And Binance was an exchange, then they launched their token. And then after they launched their token, you saw Crypto.com, which was MCO before. They kind of pivoted to Crypto.com, an exchange with a token, and then FTX came after that. And it almost like they followed the same blueprint. They were all kind of in the same place at the same time. Binance was in China, but then moved to Hong Kong. Crypto.com was in Hong Kong. FTX was also in Hong Kong, Alameda, and SBF. And their business models and the models of these exchanges when it came to tokens and how they raise capital with the tokens and leverage the token prices to get real capital, all seems like it's followed the same blueprint. Now, of course, Binance and the BNB token started a network. It evolved from what it originally was, just as a capital leverage to make sure that they were funding their platform, their exchange, their liquidity, and tokens, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, it seemingly all looks like they followed the same blueprint of starting their exchange. And Binance, of course, over a very short period of time, launched to become the #1 exchange in the world. And they stayed there for the past, 5-6 years. And anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because BNB token stumbles to its 1-year low. Now, I don't care about price fluctuation and highs and lows, and it's absolutely fine. And this is just after Binance faced new allegations that it violated Russian sanctions. And it pushed the price down a little bit more, obviously. We can say that there's many reasons, but this is maybe one of them. But there's so many risks around Binance. And these Binance and these risks weigh heavily on BNB. Of course, it's the 4th largest cryptocurrency in the market. It has a $32 billion market cap, which these price declines could potentially impact the broader crypto markets. And some market observers have long alleged that Binance might attempt to prop up the token's value by selling Bitcoin. And we heard that yesterday, that Binance is allegedly selling Bitcoin to prop up the price of BNB so we don't have a systemic collapse of the BNB token, which you'll see a lot of liquidations. You'll see a lot of, it would be massive. FTT token collapsing or Luna collapsing would be nothing in comparison to something like BNB or Binance Smart Chain and that whole ecosystem collapsing. And so one thing that we see that's looming right now is a looming liquidation of a crypto loan secured by $130 million worth of BNB on the decentralized finance protocol Venus. We also see that people associated with the BNB chain are liquidating some of their outstanding debt as well, because they're seeing this whole, I don't know, they're just seeing maybe writing on the wall. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if they're selling Bitcoin to prop up this price, means that BNB's price is artificial, meaning that there is a lot of down pressure of the price of BNB token. We could see a lot of liquidations, and we do not know how much Binance, CZ, or what other entities he has is leveraged on the cost or the price of BNB token. Remember, what happened with FTT is they took out a lot of real physical fiat currency cash loans based off the price of collateralizing with their token, which the price seemed to be artificially inflated. Is it the same with BNB token? It's not flooding the market, not creating bad rumors. I'm just saying that it seems like there's a lot of writing on the wall that we should all be very observant and very concerned. Now, with that said, the FUD headlines are out in full force, and this is my favorite of the day. Nearly 90% of Bitcoin short-term hodlers are underwater. Basically, Bitcoin fell over the past couple of days. It's down to a little under $26,000 right now. We're going to get to crypto prices to give you the exact price in a minute. But 88.3% of the supply controlled by short-term hodlers or entities owning wallets that do not hold coins for over 155 days. Basically, if you hold coins under 155 days, you are a short-term hodler. Well, 88.3% have dropped into unrealized losses, meaning that they bought over the current price of Bitcoin. In other words, of the 2.56 million Bitcoin, or $66.5 billion of Bitcoin, only 17.7% is in profit, or 300,000 Bitcoin. This week saw one of the largest losses in Bitcoin since March, and in March it went down to around 19,800. Just FYI, we are around 238 days away from the Bitcoin halving. Don't get all excited about that, because we know that the Bitcoin halving is just a date, and any kind of price movement from Bitcoin comes months, if not a year or 18 months after that. But there is some news right now that BlackRock is stacking sats, and it's possible they just bought around $3 billion worth of Bitcoin over the past 3 months. Remember, BlackRock is filing for a spot Bitcoin ETF. They're stacking sats. Is that a positive? Coinbase's brand new Ethereum Layer 2 protocol called Base is outpacing Ethereum in daily transactions. And this is because of friend.tech frenzy. Daily transactions on Base hit around 1.37 million. The reason, again, is friend.tech. It's a Twitter-linked crypto app that lets users buy and sell shares of their friends' social media profiles, and it's being hoarded by celebrities. The mobile platform links to Twitter accounts and tokenizes them. Users who buy keys to another account gain exclusive access to a user's private chat room and the value of the user's token, whether it goes up or whether it goes down. Now, the thing is, there's signs that large portion of these transactions on Base are coming from bots and spammers trying to get an edge on friend.tech. They're gaming the system, so we're seeing artificial value. This is alleged, but I would take that with more than a grain of salt, because it's quite possible. And in some quick headlines, Nathan Chastain, he was arrested in June. He was an executive that worked at OpenSea, and he was arrested for insider trading. Well, he received 3 months. Okay, now it's that. Another quick headline today, Sam Bankman-Fried is allegedly living on bread and water in prison. He also pled not guilty. Now, the reason why he's living on bread and water and not steaks and shrimp is, well, one, he's in jail, but it's because that he has a vegan diet, and he's alleging that the jail is not giving him medications that he needs, I'm assuming for ADD or whatever he had, and also not helping him with his vegan diet. I don't think anybody gives a shit, but I will say that this is actually a big problem within the jail system. Over here in Cleveland, Ohio, our Cleveland jail, our county jail, is notorious for not giving medical care to people who are in jail. And I know that a lot of people are like, oh, somebody like Sam Bankman-Fried who allegedly used customer funds and yada, 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 billions of dollars, and there's murderers and so on and so forth. Who cares about them? But the fact is there's a lot of people in jail that are just waiting trials that are not either guilty nor innocent yet. They're just there waiting, but also have medications that they need. insulin, Ritalin, so on and so forth, heart medicine, statins, doesn't matter what they're on, but there is just a lack of care within jails and the ability to get medical care. And this is an ongoing problem. So I do feel for that. I don't really care about his choice about diets and bread and water and peanut butter. I don't give a damn. But to be honest with you, we should put that on our radar, that there are plenty of people in jail that are waiting for their day in court that are innocent before being proven guilty, that still can't access the medicine and the healthcare that they need. And finally, Croatia is the latest EU state to craft crypto rules ahead of the new MICA law. And basically, Croatia wants to attract new crypto action away from other EU nations by quickly establishing new rules. And these new rules are set for Croatia to become the passporting hub for the EU. Now, one of the key elements of the MICA is dealing with the practice of passporting. In the EU, financial firms have the right to base themselves in one member state and then extend their services to the whole of the EU, or customers in the whole of the EU, basically adopting the nation that they are founded in or they have established themselves in as the home rules. And Croatia basically is trying to figure out a way to get passporting rules in place so people can base themselves in Croatia and do business within the EU. And I don't know what the rules are in Croatia, but they're trying to make it more favorable so they can attract those companies to the country. Now, let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 11:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's very late today, but I slept until like 9:30 today. Absolutely insane. I slept 11 hours last night. I don't know if I was just really tired or if I'm coming down with something. That's unheard of for me. The reason why I know that is because I use a sleep app. I don't know if you guys use that too, but basically you're allowing your phone to track your sleep via the microphone. Yes, allowing your phone to record your data while you sleep. So if you are talking in your sleep, they know all your secrets. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. The fear greed index is at 34. We are fearful, obviously, but again, I still feel like we're moving sideways. Bitcoin's in at $26,140, up 0.7% in 24. Ethereum's at $1,656, pretty much even from yesterday. Tether's number 3. Binance is at 213, up 2.4% in 24, but it's down around 9% in 7. And XRP is at 52.1 cents, up 1.5%. Running off the top 10, we have USDC, Cardano, Doge, Solana, and Tron. The total market cap is at 1.04 trillion, down 0.5%. We have a Bitcoin dominance of 48.2 and an ETH dominance of 18.9, and that was our show today. Oh, by the way, the 24-hour volume in the space is up almost 40%. Major swings. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Feel free to reach out with anything. Bookings at todayinweb3.com. That's bookings at todayinweb3.com. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, happy hodling, everyone.